Hi, I'm Tim LaBoss here, and I'm going to be instructing Meg how to do the hang power clean. So the first thing we're going to do is Meg's going to pick up the bar. We're going to address her grip, her foot position, and her posture. So her grip's going to be slightly outside her shoulders, so when she catches in the hang position, in the clean position, so bring the bar up to your shoulder real quick. Her hands are outside of her shoulders, so the bar isn't coming down and crushing her fingers on her shoulder. So bring the bar back down. Then we're going to work on our stance. So her feet are going to be right underneath her shoulders, toes pointed straight forward, because that's a power position. If we were a little bit wider, that's the stance we want to be when we're strong. When we want to be powerful, we're going to have our feet right underneath our hips. And then she's going to work on her posture. So she's going to pull her shoulders back, engage her lats, but she's going to keep her ribs down the whole time. That's going to keep her core tight so the power can transfer from her lower body all the way up through her upper body through the bar. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put Meg through a 5-step progression going from a part to a whole method in order to teach the hang clean. So Meg, you're going to bend your knees slightly 2 or 3 inches, keep your chest pointing straight forward. Then shoulders back, ribs down. You're going to jump and shrug your shoulders up to your ears as high as you can. And go! Good. Now next thing you're going to do is step 2. You're going to bend your knees slightly, chest stays up pointing forward. You're going to jump and pull the bar up to your collarbone, keeping your elbows high and wide. Ready? Yep. Good. Keep that bar nice and close. Give me one more. So dip a little bit. Keep that bar nice and close and up. Good. Next thing we're going to do now, step 3. You're going to get up into that high pull position that we just hit. Then you're going to drop, punch your elbows forward as high as you can. Good. Good. And in this front rack position, there's a few things we're looking for. So we want the triceps to be parallel to the ground. We want the bar to be rolled back in a relaxed hand on the fingertips. And when she catches in that power position, so bend your knees, hips back a little bit. We want her butt back and her knees right in line with her toes. So if she does happen to drop into a squat when she ends up doing a heavier weight, she's at least in a good position to be ready to absorb that force and drop all the way down. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to combine all those positions. So you can bring that bar back down to your hip. So we're going to combine steps 1 through 3 and do what I like to call a power position hang clean. So shoulders back, ribs down, bend those knees slightly. You're going to combine all 3 of those. So shrug, high pull, jump, punch your elbows forward as quick as you can into that good catch position. And go. Good. And up. Good. Give me one more. Right back down to the hip. And go. Good. There we go. So then, when we get that position, the next step in our progression is to add a hang. So on the hang, you can bring the bar back down. We're going to keep that bar right up against the thighs the whole time, and we're going to finish in that power position and pause right there so we can slowly integrate it into a full dynamic movement. So Meg's going to bend her knees slightly, and all she's going to do from here is hinge at her hips, scrape that bar right along her thighs, pause right above her knees, and then slide all the way back up to that power position. Then from there, it's the exact same position that we know. So Meg, I want you to do that same hinge that we just did, bending at your hips. Pause at your hip, and then give me that power position hang. There we go. Bend those knees, hinge at your hips, butt back, and up. Pause at your hip, and drive up. Good. And then from there, we'll slowly integrate it into a full hang clean. So all the way back down. You can go full speed this one. So bend those knees, hips down, and all the way back up. Good. Now the only limiting factor is if someone doesn't have the prerequisite wrist and shoulder mobility, we're going to have to stop them at that high pull position. But we can still work into a hang, so we can end up doing a hang, high pull position. So Meg, can you just show that one time so you can go full speed, knees bent, hinge at your hips, high pull and jump. There we go. So bend those knees, shoulders back, ribs down, all the way down, and right up, bar to your collarbone. Good.